Fudoyohua is a Chinese idiom. The Buddha represents someone who sees through the truths of the universe, with a kind and compassionate heart, detached from worldly desires. If a person's actions or an event are enough to anger even the Buddha, it must be extremely vile, something that even the most tolerant and kind-hearted people can no longer endure. This metaphor is often used to justify extreme reactions or behavior from otherwise good-natured individuals when they are pushed beyond their limits. Confucius, September 28, 551 BCE, April 11, 479 BCE, was an ancient Chinese philosopher, statesman, and educator, and the founder of the Confucian school of thought. His teachings, centered on benevolence, Ren, and filial piety, Shao, became the cornerstone of traditional Chinese culture. The famous maxim he promoted, "Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire," is considered an early expression of modern democratic ideals. Yet despite being such a kind and virtuous sage, even Confucius once took a life. In 496 BCE, Confucius was promoted to the position of Minister of Justice, Dasiku, in the state of Lu and began governing the state. Just 7 days after taking office, Confucius executed Xiao Jingmao, a prominent official of Lu, which shocked the entire court. Confucius's student Zhigang questioned him. Xiao Jingmao was a well-known figure in Lu. Isn't it inappropriate to have him executed so soon after assuming office? Confucius replied, "Sit down, and I will explain. There are 5 kinds of evils in this world more serious than theft and murder. A heart full of malice, yet carefully concealed. Depraved conduct paired with unwavering resolve. Deceptive speech cloaked in eloquence. A mind filled with wicked thoughts, yet rich in knowledge. Showing generous favor to those who do evil. Any one of these 5 great evils alone is enough to warrant execution, let alone someone like Xiao Jingmao, who possessed all 5. Xiao Jingmao used deceitful rhetoric to mislead the public and manipulated various criminal acts for his personal gain. He was a textbook example of a treacherous and cunning villain. If he were not eliminated early, he would become a grave threat to the state of Lu. In the past, King Tang of Shang executed Yin Xia. King Wen of Zhou executed Pan Ji. The Duke of Zhou executed Guan Shu. Jiang Taigong executed Hua Shi. Guanzhong executed Fu Li. Zikan executed Deng Shi and Shifu. Though they lived in different times, their evil hearts were alike. They could not be left unpunished. As the Book of Song says, anxious and uneasy, angered by a crowd of petty men. When petty men gather in groups, it is enough to cause great concern. During the spring and autumn period in which Confucius lived, the royal authority of the Zhou dynasty was in steep decline. Power had shifted into the hands of regional lords, and the various feudal states frequently waged war against one another. Within some of these states, the power of the nobility grew so strong that they began to challenge their monarchs for control. Even more unexpectedly, some retainers of the nobles took advantage of the chaos to seize their masters' ancestral castles and rebel, leaving the nobles, often away at court, feeling powerless. Social order was in turmoil, moral values were deteriorating, and political regimes changed rapidly. Acts of insubordination and rebellion became common, leading to more wars and deaths across the land, and inflicting ever greater hardship and suffering on the common people. In order to weaken and restrain the regional powers that opposed the central government, Confucius attempted to dismantle the fortresses of 3 feudal clans in the state of Lu. This event is historically known as the famous destruction of the 3 cities, Duo Sandu, led by Confucius. At that time, there was a Lu state official named Xiao Jingmao, a well-known scholar who was eloquent and highly knowledgeable. He founded his own school, and because his lectures were engaging and entertaining, he attracted many students, to the point that even Confucius's students were drawn away, leaving only Yan Hui by his side. This shows that Xiao Jingmao possessed remarkable learning and rhetorical skill, perhaps even surpassing Confucius in some respects. Unfortunately, Xiao Jingmao did not use his talents for the right cause. He incited the retainers of Lu's regional nobles to rebel and defy their superiors, leading to warfare and bringing suffering to the common people, the very thing that the compassionate Confucius most wished to prevent. Yet in Confucius's presence, Xiao Jingmao pretended to be supportive, which only deepened Confucius's sense of his deceitful and malicious nature. Confucius believed that if such a person were allowed to live, he would mislead even more people into committing wrongdoings and continue to harm society. Therefore, he could not be spared. If Xiao Jingmao were exempted from execution, it would be an act of appeasement that nurtures evil, and even more innocent people would end up dying as a result.